Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. Sorry, we are reading from Caitanya Caritamrita Adi Lila, chapter 5, text 51. You already started reading the purport. The translation again of 51, outside the Vaikuntha planets is the impersonal Brahman effulgence. And beyond that effulgence is the Karana ocean or causal ocean. So it's giving us the what do you say, the position or the location of the causal ocean, which is at the border of the spiritual and material worlds. So it is the function of Mahasankarshan in the form of Karana Dakshai Vishnu to glance over the material creation, which is situated beyond the limits of the causal ocean. So Mahasankarshan is just the plenary portion of Balaramji. And this Mahasankarshan, he takes the form of Karana Dakshai Vishnu, Mahavishnu, who is lying down in the Karana ocean, causal ocean. And he is the one who glances at the Mahatattva, at the material energy. He's the one who looks at it. And then then this whole material cosmic manifestation comes about. The material nature is connected with the personality of Godhead by his glance over her and nothing more. So this is the connection between material nature and the Supreme Lord. He just looks at her from far away. He's in the causal ocean. He's looking at her, at the Mahatattva, the material energy. And then the whole creation happens. He's putting, by his glance, he's agitating the material energy. He's putting the living entities there. He's putting all the material elements there. It is said she's impregnated by the energy of his glance. So this is impregnated by the energy of his glance. By his glance, he's putting everything inside. The material energy, Maya, never even touches the causal ocean, for the Lord's glance focuses upon her from a great distance away. So she's not in the causal ocean. She's away from the causal ocean. He just looks at her. The glancing power of the Lord agitates the entire cosmic energy, and thus its actions begin at once. This indicates that matter, however powerful she may be, has no power by herself. Her activity begins by the grace of the Lord, and then the entire cosmic creation is manifested in a systematic way. So she's there, the material energy, she's just there, dormant, lying there. She's not creating. It's only when the Lord glances, then the whole cycle comes about. So the energetic, she is his energy, and all the movement that's happening, the creation that's happening is because of the Supreme Lord. His glance is so powerful, that he's creating this whole material creation just by his glance. And why not? He's the Supreme Lord. Lord Brahma in the Brahma Samhita, he says that any of the senses of the Supreme Lord can do the work of the other senses. For example, we offer bhoga to the deity. So how does the deity eat? Just by looking, by his eyes, by seeing it, by seeing the bhoga. So here the example Prabhupada is giving, the example of a woman's conception can help us understand this subject to a certain extent. The mother is passive, but the father puts his energy within the mother, and thus she conceives. She supplies the ingredients for the birth of the child in her womb. Similarly, the Lord activates material nature, which then supplies the ingredients for cosmic development. So the mother also gets pregnant only after she gets the semen from the father. Otherwise, she cannot produce by herself, although she has the ingredients. She has the ingredients, but nothing's going to happen till she gets the sperm from the father. Similarly, material nature, Krishna, till the time the Lord does not look at her, she cannot create. She can't create anything. Material nature has two different phases. The aspect called pradhan supplies the material ingredients for cosmic development, and the aspect called maya causes the manifestation of her ingredients, which are temporary, like foam in the ocean. So the pradhan is the sum total of the before the creation. Everything is there, though. Everything, it's called pradhan. All the elements are there, but nothing is manifested. Nothing is manifested. And what is maya? When these elements are manifested in different forms and different shapes, but then these forms are temporary. We can see, for example, with the soil, the earth, we can make a pot. Then again, we can destroy the pot. It will become the soil again. Or we can make something else with clay, again destroy it. Again, it will become earth, like that. So the forms are temporary. The elements are eternal. Earth, water, air, fire, ether. All these are eternal elements. But just the manifestation of it, that is temporary. In reality, the temporary manifestations of material nature are originally caused by the spiritual glance of the Lord. So everything happens by the glance of the Lord. The personality of Godhead is the direct or remote cause of creation, and material nature is the indirect or immediate cause. So she is the indirect cause, but the Supreme Lord is the direct cause, because he is the one who's glancing at her. And whose energy is it? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Devi hi esha gunamai, mama maya duratyaya. My energy is very difficult to overcome. My divine energy. He's saying this maya, this material energy is my energy. And she's very difficult to overcome. Only those who have surrendered unto me can cross beyond it easily. Because she is his. She is listening to his orders. She is subservient to his orders. She's following what he wants her to do. Sorry. Materialistic scientists, puffed up by the magical changes their so-called inventions have brought about, cannot see the real potency of Godhead behind matter. Therefore, the jugglery of science is gradually leading people to a godless civilization at the cost of the goal of human life. So some people think that, that this material energy, she is the one who's the cause behind this cosmic manifestation, because they are seeing that there's so much transformation. A seed is there, then a tree is growing from the seed. So there's transformations happening. The water is there, it becomes clouds, again pours as rain. So matter is continuously transforming, and because of that, people think that this matter is living, that the matter is the cause of everything. But no, matter cannot create. She can't create anything. So, and the more we remove God from our life, the more we are missing the goal of human life. Having missed the goal of life, materialists run after self-sufficiency, not knowing that material nature is already self-sufficient by the grace of God, thus creating a colossal hoax in the name of civilization. They create an imbalance in the natural self-sufficiency of material nature. Material nature, Krishna has provided everything we need. Everything we need has been put here by Krishna. But we are removing God from our lives, and thus we are creating an imbalance for our own self. We are creating an imbalance. We can see that Some places there's no food. Some places there's so much that they're burning the crops. Why? To maintain the price in the market. Otherwise, the prices will slash. Some places there's floods. Some places there is droughts. Why? Why all this is happening? Because we are not able to utilize the resources of Mother Nature in a healthy way. We misuse the resources that are given to us. To think of material nature as all in all, not knowing the original cause, is ignorance. So this is ignorance that we are when we think that material nature, she is independent of the Supreme Lord. Lord Chaitanya appeared in order to dissipate this darkness of ignorance by igniting the spark of spiritual life that can, by his causeless mercy, enlighten the entire world. So Lord Chaitanya came to speak the truth to us, to take away the ignorance from our hearts, to give us the knowledge, and telling us that who we truly are, we are spirit souls. By his causeless mercy. There is no cause to his mercy. There is no way we can attract his mercy. But yet he gives us this mercy. When we say no way that we can attract his mercy, is because what can we do, what qualification we have to get the mercy of the Lord? Yet he's kind that he gives his mercy to us. We try our best, of course. It's not that we say, oh, anyway, what qualification I have, so I'm not going to do anything. I'll do all the wrong things more and more then. No, we try our best, but understanding that we try our best and understanding that we wait for God's grace. So to explain how Maya acts by Krishna's power, the author of Sri Caitanya Caritamrita gives the example of an iron rod in a fire. Although the rod is not fire, it becomes red hot and acts like fire itself. So similarly, all the actions and reactions of material nature are not actually the work of material nature, but are actions and reactions of the energy of the Supreme Lord manifested through matter. So Prabhupada is giving the example that there is a fire and we put an iron rod in the fire. We put an iron rod in the fire. What's going to happen? After some time, this rod is as good as fire. You might say, how? Well, are you going to touch a very hot rod? No. Why? Because you're going to get burnt. And anything you touch to it is going to get burnt. Means it's gotten the quality of the fire. The quality of the fire is to burn, right? So, in this way, we can understand that what we are seeing, what we are thinking here, that the material nature is acting, it's all Krishna's energy. It's Krishna's energy. Matter is dead. Otherwise, the earth, water, air, fire, ether, they don't have life in themselves. We can see, we can keep the matter there for millions of years. Nothing's going to happen to them. We keep all the ingredients, put everything, all the material that is needed to make a skyscraper building, just keep it there, keep it. But it's not going to automatically going to become into a skyscraper unless someone actually makes it into a skyscraper. So we can see that the material elements, they do not have the energy to act on their own. They are not living. So the power of electricity is transmitted through the medium of copper, but this does not mean that the copper is electricity. The power is generated at a powerhouse under the control of an expert living being. Similarly, behind all the jugglery of the natural laws is a great living being who is a person, like the mechanical engineer in the powerhouse. It is by his intelligence that the entire cosmic creation moves in a systematic way. So it is Krishna who's made this universal laws. There are laws of the universe, right? We all say, oh, universal laws. So who's the lawmaker? Who made the law? It is Supreme Lord. It is God who has made the laws of the universe. He is the lawmaker. And he's a person. He's a person. He is not just the energy of the material world. The material world is moving by his energy, but he's a person. The modes of nature which directly cause material actions are also originally activated by Narayan. The modes of nature, so goodness, passion, and ignorance, they are activated. When Narayan looks, the modes get they get agitated, they get it moving. Otherwise, everything is sleeping, everything is dormant. Only when Narayan looks at it, that everything starts bubbling, all the activity is starting. A simple example will explain how this is so. When a potter manufactures a pot from clay, the potter's wheel, his tools, and the clay are the immediate causes of the pot, but the potter is the chief cause. So you keep the wheel of the potter, you put the clay, you put all the tools, but nothing's going to happen by itself. A pot will not be made by itself. It's only when the potter is going to churn the wheel, then the pot will come. As we said that for the skyscraper, all the ingredients, we keep it in one place. Nothing's going to happen unless the person comes and starts building it. Or even if we want to make bread, we collect all the ingredients, put it in one place. Not that it's going to happen by itself. But you'll say, yes, I'll put it in the bread maker. I'll put all the ingredients in the bread maker and everything will happen automatically. But yet I need to press the button. I need to press the button to switch on this bread maker. So a person is there behind this entire cosmic manifestation. Similarly, Narayan is the chief cause of all material creations, and the material energy supplies the ingredients of matter. Material energy, she's supplying the ingredients of matter. So this earth, water, air, fire, ether, all this is material energies. Therefore, without Narayan, all other causes are useless, just as the potter's wheel and tools are useless without the potter himself. So she has all this material energy. Krishna has put all these ingredients of matter in this material energy. But till the time he does not agitate the material energy, she does not move. She does not move. Since materialistic scientists ignore the personality of Godhead, it is as if they were concerned with the potter's wheel and its rotation, the potter's tools, and the ingredients for the pots, but had no knowledge of the potter himself. Therefore, modern science has created an imperfect, godless civilization that is in gross ignorance of the ultimate cause. Scientific advancement should have a great goal to attain, and that great goal should be the personality of Godhead. So now imagine if we are trying to see that we just get amazed, how the potter's wheel is moving, how the pot is being formed, but we are not looking, who's the one who's doing it? So we are missing the whole point then. Then we are missing the point. Whereas the person who is making the pot, he's the most important. It's because of him that the pot is being made. So we can ask him, my dear potter, why are you making this pot? What's it all about? Instead of just being so amazed that, the pot is going round and round and being made. So scientific advancement should have a great goal to attain, and that great goal should be the personality of Godhead. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that after conducting research for many, many births, great men of knowledge who stress the importance of experimental thought can know the personality of Godhead, who is the cause of all causes. When one knows him perfectly, one surrenders unto him and then becomes a Mahatma. So this is, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvam Iti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabhaha. He's saying after many, many births, one who's trying to cultivate knowledge, men of great knowledge, after many, many births, so going on the path of knowledge, after many births, getting more and more knowledge, more and more knowledge, one is going to come to the point of the Supreme Lord. And then when one surrenders unto him, then one becomes a Mahatma, one who knows him perfectly. And each of us have to come to this point. We have to come to the point of understanding who's the Supreme Lord. There is no way not to come to this point. Why? Because we are parts and parcels of him. We want to understand ourselves. We have to understand the Supreme Lord. We are eternally connected to him. We are not independent of him. We are not separate than him. So we have to come to this point of surrendering unto Krishna. And that's the reason Krishna is saying, don't take lifetimes. You have this life, I'm telling you, sarva dharmam parityagya. You just surrender unto me, become my devotee. So that is the proposal. And surrender, what is surrender? We hear the instructions of Krishna from Bhagavatam, from Bhagavad Gita, and we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Is that okay? Any questions, comments? Okay, if nothing, then we'll stop here for today. Shri Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for listening and joining in.